What's up, guys? This is my first video of breaking down a day. Uh, we are the Spy Analysis crew. Right now it's just me though. But basically we're on Spy, of course, 3 minute. And I was sleeping here, so I think I rolled out of bed around 10. I think I got down around I'd say like 10:24ish. And again, we're on TradingView. We got Bollinger Bands, volume, buy sell indicator, squeeze, momentum, RSI, and MACD, all in their regular forms. So really today, there wasn't much to it. It was basically here. I mean, we have a lot of wicks reaching. So it looked like it was going to be a good day. Now, yeah, like I turned my screen on, like I said, around here. So it looked like this was going to be my kind of day, which is a back and forth, lots of RSI and MACD crossing, lots of this up and down with the squeeze momentum. But it did not turn out that way at all. And yeah, unfortunately, I didn't make any trades today. And I had the opportunity to have a really good trade. And I was actually awake for it and everything. But yeah, I didn't end up pulling the trigger on it. But we'll go ahead and break this down. So like I said, we're on the 3 minute. So each one of these candles is 3 minute increments. So what I'm seeing off the top is, and this is usually the case on a new day, so anytime you have one of these jumps, you're going to get an automatic freebie MACD cross. Now usually from 9:30 to 10, usually there's an up and then a down, or a down and then an up. There's usually a reversal, and you could play off both of those, but you have to be in and out pretty quick. So I would say if you're buying straight calls or puts, you're looking for maybe 10. So if you buy them for 100, you're looking to get out at around 110 on those moves. Now they can run. Like if there's an initial 15-minute up move and then a down move, yeah, it could bleed all day, which it did bleed all day, but not because of that. But so like I said, here, down here on the MACD, we have this cross. You're always going to get that anytime the price starts above or below. So pretty easy move. Like I said, I was still sleeping, and honestly, I would not have even, no, usually it's a really easy move. This was not. This was very choppy, battling, just battles back. Now this is a good candle, but again, rebuttal immediately. You have another attempt, just bringing it down. And we are at a key level here. We're at 400. And if we go back to the previous day, here around 10:30 in the morning, we hit 400 again. Had an attempt, 409, rejected. Tried again, rejected. So at this point, I'm thinking, all right, we're gonna have a battle for 400 all day. This is gonna be, probably in a tight, maybe $3 window, maybe 400, 397. That's what I'm thinking, especially after seeing these battles waged here. And then here, you can see this line here is out of the channel. So you can see this slight up move. Still nothing that I would pull the trigger on personally. So yeah, at this point, even with the MACD cross, there's still nothing here for me. Then we have, this is what I love here. So if you look at the squeeze, you have a nice pyramid coming up in the green, and then you have a white space with now this changes color and gets smaller. So you can see here, it's at a 128, now it's at a 127. And you have this pink dot on top. This indicator is exactly how you want it to look if you're entering off of this. And if you have other, I never just enter off one thing. So we have a lot of things going here. We also have this dot coming into the channel, turning this background white. And like I said, this background is white. And it immediately on the next candle goes to red. even though it is a slight up, but you can see they're reaching wicks. So they're very good opportunity right here at even 1009. Very good reversal is coming indicator. Now, not necessarily. I think if you get in here, I think you're early, in my opinion, because we've seen here, back here, yes, there is obvious, okay, bulls have power, brought right back down. Bulls have power, brought right back down. Now you have bears have power. You haven't had any time to see how the bulls are going to react to this yet. And you can see after, they kind of bring it back, but there are wicks reaching. So then you come down to 1018. So we do have a MACD cross, and we have a lot of volume. So here I'd be interested. I'd be really watching this thing, looking for a possible entry. You have your momentum dream indicator, which is basically a squeeze indicator coming down with it. And now right here on this exact candle, you can see here we have a test at the mid Bollinger Band, which is what I like to trade off of, and you have a just immediate drop. So this alone would be a good candle to enter on, in my opinion. You have volume slightly raising, 26,000 volume, not very much. But you have this following down underneath the channel now. Like I said, these are coming down, squeezing down. You have RSI cross, which your RSI is always going to cross before your MACD. And I really take RSI with a grain of salt, because you can see how squirrely it is. It just kind of does whatever. But when MACD does something, it's, you take note of it. If there's a MACD cross, I'm not saying the MACD can't get squirrely sometimes, but when you see it, when you have all your other indicators going with it, you can pretty much count that, okay, this is going to be a solid move down. And basically that's what it was all day. So I'm going to readjust these. You can see RSI just down even below 30, and this thing, the price does not care. I mean, you can even see this as like, okay, maybe now it's time for an up move. And that's what I was waiting on pretty much all day, up until I think 1:30 or so. I just freaking turned the monitor off. I was pissed because I was not seeing what I wanted. Finally, it's not until 1:18 we see any sort of, here we see tests at the Bollinger Band. When I say the Bollinger Band, I'm referring to the middle, because that's where, just like when MACD crosses, anything on the Bollinger Band, the middle of it crossing is significant. So here we have, just a really weak, and you can see this divergence here. Here we do have the MACD coming up, but look what the price is doing. The price is coming down. Now that usually is an inclination of, okay, if these are inversing, the price will eventually do what the MACD is saying, which in this case is going up. But it is it's a decent move, and it does crack. It does try again, because here you can see attempt here at it, attempt here, attempt here. All of these are, reaching towards the mid Bollinger Band, and here we do have a healthy move, no wicks on top. But at this point, I was thinking, okay, it's already came down, the prices came down $8. There's no saying how low it can go at this point. I'm not chasing something this far in. I'm not a chaser. I move strictly off of crosses. So now, yes, if I would have actually stayed in, I probably would have traded this, because this is what I was waiting on all day. But at this point, I was like, screw it. I'm going to order some chicken wings and call it a day. So that's what I did. Probably missed out on some money, but that's all right. There's still tomorrow. So, but yeah, here we did have, a false cross down, which, like I said, sometimes MACD squirrely. Like if you were to trade this, you probably would have broke even, if not lost. I mean, like I said, I'm not trading this though. I don't trade MACD crosses if they're going against the price. I think that's, I don't think that's wise. But now you have something that makes sense. You have the price moving with the MACD. You have this busting out the top. You have these getting smaller. RSI, like I said, it's an earlier inclination. You actually at this point do have the MACD and RSI crossing, which that actually does tell me there is going to be a move up when they do cross in unison like that. You usually don't see that unless the move is well overdue, which, like I said, this was an hour of just bleeding and MACD coming up. So a move up was going to happen eventually. Not saying it was much, but when you're trading straight calls or straight puts one way and you're not doing spreads, this would have been a good move. And you have your channel tight. This channel down here is tight. Not much really happening on the squeeze. Yeah, and like I said here, they do cross the mid Bollinger Band, so this would have been a good play. This, even just this, I mean, this is a good, maybe, you know, a little weakness here, sell it here maybe. But this is all you need out of a move, really, when you're trading 100 contracts at a time. And basically wrapping up the end of the day, just kind of wishy-washy around the Bollinger Band, which this is what I like. Usually I do like the channel of the Bollinger Band to be bigger, because that means the swings up and down are going to be bigger. And then at around 3:30, it just falls on its face again and just bleeds out. And yeah, of course, at the end of the day, you got your insane amount of volume that always comes in. So we'll see. Right now in the post, it's where it closed. Yeah, it's right around where it closed. Just 2 cents down. But pretty much for me and how I trade, this was a very slow day. I mean, I really missed the only move. Like I said, there was maybe 2 moves for me today, just to recap. One at 10:30, or well, yeah, 10:30-ish. I guess, I don't think I would have taken it, but you could say 10:09. I wouldn't have done that. But here, I mean, you have your MACD already crossed. You have a lot going for you with this candle here, just with how strong it is. And then obviously the continuation, but I'm not a continuation trader. So when I see this, and yes, I see a very healthy cross of the MACD, just staying very wide gap. I mean, 28, 26, 27, 25. Yeah, very wide, healthy gap. I don't trade that way, because at any point it could start reversing. So I like to trade as soon as it happens. So like, here's another trade that I was waiting for, and I guess I turned my monitor off a little early, or else I maybe would have caught it. But yeah, so here, I probably would have traded this, like I said. Yeah, would have been a bad trade. Definitely would not have worked out in this case. But you come to here, so maybe you do take a loss there. That's why I kind of avoided today. Whenever it's really one-sided and I don't get in early on the initial movement, I pretty much just stay out of it, because that's where your MACD is going to mislead you like this. On a really weak day, you're going to start getting the MACD going away from the price, because the indicators are like, okay, what's going on? You know what I mean? $8 bleed off. Yeah, I mean, they're going to find whatever weakness they can and interpret it as a strength, and it's not a strength. It's just not as blowing as before, basically. So it interprets that as strength. So that's something where, yeah, an experienced trader would know, okay, I'm not trading that. But then you come down here, and you actually do see the cross and the recross. Now this actually is a sign of strength. You have a little dip here. So you play this dip, you have a decent trade there. And like I said, for me, I'm in for minutes at a time. Now I'm not very experienced at just trading straight calls or puts, but in my opinion, when you're trading 100 plus contracts at a time, you really are just in and out. So you're in and you're out, and you're up 1,000 just with that. You know, and that's about what I'm looking for a day, or well, a trade. Is if I buy the contracts for 110, I'm out at 120. You know what I mean? Even if I have to get out at 105, then so be it. That's still $500 very fast. But yeah, that's pretty much my wrap up for today. Just for me, how I trade, not much happening. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow we get a little bit of push up. Now, I don't really care. I'm pretty 50-50 on whether it's bullish or bearish, but if it's going to pick a side, if it's going to pick a direction and stay that way all day, there's really not much for me to do. So I should learn how to be a continuation trader, but to me it just seems like chasing, and I don't like chasing. I like seeing the reversal happen in real time through my indicators and pouncing on it, because usually a reversal there is going to be a decent move, and I don't even need a decent move. I mean, I need a 30 to 40 cent move at most. You know, even this could have been a move, but I don't, you know, I'm not good enough yet to, okay, this is going to go up. I don't know that many people that are, at least even on this time frame. Now, I do like the 3-minute time frame, because you can, on the 3-minute time frame, catch longer drawn out moves. But as long as I can just see, okay, across of even this, here we have a MACD cross. You know, you play that out until you're up. And you always have to have a plan too. That's the other thing. You have to know when you're going in, when you're getting out. You can't just, oh, well, I've been in this trade for 30 seconds and I'm already there. It looks like it's going to keep going further. Let me stay in and try to double my money or this or that. You can't. That's not how it works if you want to be successful, in my opinion. And I've seen it happen to myself, where I will get greedy and end up either having to settle for a very small gain, getting out broke even, or, you know, taking that loss, which thankfully I haven't taken many losses yet. Because like I said, I think that has to do with just trading high conviction trades and staying out of the continuation trades. And if you're good enough, you know, you only need a couple, 2 trades. You have 2 trades that go exactly how you want. In my case, making $1,000 a trade. That's $2,000. You're done for the day. You can stay in if you want, but yeah, that pretty much wraps it up, guys. So thanks for watching my overview of the day.